Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Maddie and I had neck fusion 3 months ago, and I'm here to talk to you about some complications that I had not related to the surgery a couple months after I had the surgery. So I healed pretty fast. I recovered pretty fast. I mean, after only 2 weeks, I went back to work, and I work as a school teacher. So I teach kindergarten and also high school, and I was able to go back to those activities. And of course, I wasn't healed, but I felt good enough. So. As a teacher of the little ones, I have groups of 2 year olds, 3 year olds, 4 year olds, and 5 year olds. So can you imagine how many shoelaces I would tie every day? So it's a pretty physical activity, and you also need to be really bubbly and excited and sing with them. But I was okay with that. And slowly, my fatigue from post surgery went away little by little. So I work mornings, and in the afternoons, I prepare everything that I do in the mornings. And I would come back from work, and some days I wouldn't even be able to eat my lunch because I was so tired. And I had like some Greek yogurt, no fat, no sugar, these kind of things. And I would take a nap. And then I was so late with my paperwork for after leaving for only 2 weeks. Then I had to check everybody's homework. I had to prepare tests. I had to grade papers. It was a lot, and I would spend like whole afternoons catching up with my paperwork, and that's really stressful for me. Even though I love computers, I love being in front of a computer, but when you have such an amount of things to do, and you're really like you have to meet deadlines, and it's really stressful. So what did I do? I thought it would be a good idea to indulge in some sweet treats. So I would buy a bar of chocolate, like 90 grams or something, like yay big, and I would eat the whole bar in the afternoon. Then after that, I would eat some cake, and then it was a mess. Even though I have a sweet tooth, I love to have like a piece of cake in the middle of the afternoon, but I eat some nuts first and some coffee. But I normally make my cakes at home, and I make them much healthier than the ones you buy at a bakery. So those are a bit tough. They have trans fat and lots of sugar. But I would eat those too. And I found out after some time that I was really fatigued. I mean, really, really, not something, not remotely similar to the healing fatigue that you feel because your body is rebuilding your tissues and muscles and everything. It was something like off the charts. I live in an apartment, so I have flights of stairs to go up and down every day, and I usually run up and down the stairs and carry lots of weight. And at work, I also have stairs in the two parts of the school where I work, lots of stairs. So I'm used to doing that so fast, don't get tired of those. And I was so fatigued that I felt like, when you're training your calves, that you're like you're going to your tiptoes and down, that you feel the burn of the exercise. Yeah, it was nothing like this. It was like my muscles needed oxygen, and they weren't provided oxygen. This is how I interpreted that feeling. And I needed to not only take a nap like I did right after surgery. I needed to sleep for like 3 hours, and not only rest but sleep. And some days my husband would come back home like 6 p.m., and I would say hello and have a yogurt again and go back to sleep till the other day. So I was sleeping like 15 hours a day and working and sleeping. So it was unsustainable, of course. And then I started to get worried. Only then did I start to get worried. And also, I was very thirsty at night, and nothing would quench my thirst. Like, doesn't it scream diabetes to you? Because for me, obviously, it should have, because I already had that health scare at the beginning of the year. Now it's November. But like May or something, I did my routine exams, and my glucose levels were like 108 or something like that, and the top is 100. So if you're in the close to the top, you're already in danger of developing type 2 diabetes. And I quickly fixed that with a little tweaks to my eating habits, and for me it really is easy. I don't want to brag. It's just the way that I eat. I like, you know, healthy food. Of course, I love chocolate and ice cream and everything as well. So, but I try to eat those in moderation, you know. And then I should have known better, you know. So when I figured out, oh wait, this could be my blood sugar might be super high, and I have a glucose meter at home that I still hadn't used. My son had given it to me, so I measured my glucose levels, and it was, trust me, 125. 25. 125. I wasn't pre-diabetic. I was diabetic already. So I freaked out, and it was a Saturday. So I cut my sweets right away. I asked my husband to hide his chocolate. He has a stash that I asked him to hide away from me and change places because I'm a good searcher for chocolate. And I switched those because I like peanut brittle or some chocolate. And we have these options like diet options, you know. So it was easy for me to switch. It wasn't difficult at all. Also, I started making my own, baking my own cookies to take as a snack to school. So I make those with a lot of peanuts and walnuts, so it's the good fat, and some cocoa, and an egg, and oatmeal. And I put this in those food processors till it's a ball, and then I make some little balls and put them in the oven, like I flatten them with a fork. So here, I have like a very good food available. So anyways, after I did that for, I don't know, a couple of weeks, I tested my glucose levels again, and they were really good. They were 93. Can you imagine? So my point here, my point, not my glucose levels. Point is, when we have this delicate procedure to our spine, like the source of everything in our body, of all our movements, it's obvious that we're going to be laser focused on our recovery and how it's healing the scar and everything. And we're going to do whatever we can to have a good recovery. We're going to wear our neck brace as much as possible. You know what I mean. But also, for example, my mammogram is late, and I have a breast cancer case in my family, so it shouldn't be late. So I scheduled the appointment with my gynecologist. I'm going to do that. So my thing, my advice for you is that you don't lose focus on your overall health. That maybe you have a colonoscopy to do, or maybe you have some other symptoms that are bothering you, and you're not taking the time to take those very seriously and see what's going on. Maybe you have a cough that doesn't go away, that you have a flu, or your sinuses are infected and you can't, antibiotics don't work, you know, whatever the case is. Or if you don't have any of these, just to be aware of your entire health, you know, and be very careful of the way you sleep, of how much you sleep, the quality of your sleep. Because if you're having a lot of pain during recovery, you should, at least I did ask for my doctor for something to help me sleep, that I'm going to wean off like right away. So this is an issue, because if you have quality sleep, if you even if you don't sleep as many hours as you should, if you have kids, if you don't have much time to sleep, I'm talking about a best case scenario like I have here. And I hope you do take care of yourself, that you drink enough water, that you try and walk around. I'm not a one who exercises, even though I should exercise regularly. I just walk a lot with my work and at home. So I hope you do those things that really help you heal, not only from your procedure, but to have an overall quality of life. And I'm making this video because I don't know if I said this before, but the YouTube community was a huge support for me. Because it's one thing to hear from your doctor what your recovery is going to look like, but it's a totally new thing, totally different thing to hear from a patient's point of view. So I hope it has been helpful in any way to you. And I'd really like to know what type of surgery you're going to have, and if you are okay, if you need some help, some encouragement. So let me know if it was helpful in any way. And so bye bye guys, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.